Well, howdy, Internet. This is Steve, a 1,000-Year Home. So I am trying to build a 1,000-year home, and I'm doing it out of ancient materials, earth bag and such, as well as modern material, which would be, the two shipping containers that are around me. There's one over on the other side. This is going to be my ensuite, my primary bedroom with a front office. Let me rotate. All right, so I've got the one little office all drywalled in, and I'm currently living in it to force me to finish it. So that's my current bedroom, but it will be an office. This is a bathroom, and I was able to finally find some green board in my area. So I picked up some mold-resistant green board to do the ceiling and get the bathroom fixed. But listen, y'all, bad news. Freezing cold is coming to Texas. It might get down to 32 in my neck of the woods. Fahrenheit. I'm telling you all, I'm afraid. And I'm going to run to the coast and hide out where it's warmer. So I might not be many videos next week because I'm hiding from that cold. I do not like it. Now I'm going on. I was a Michigan boy, born and bred. I saw poor little geese have their feet frozen into the ice. So I've seen some things, and I've seen enough that I run from the cold. Furthermore, my fellow Texans do not know how to drive at all when there's icy roads. So I run from them as well as the cold. So what I'm going to do today is get this all cleaned out. Now, I had set up this bathroom temporarily and did some staging. Already packed it all up. I'm going to move it out, make room for the drywall so I can score it, cut it, get it done. I got my lift in here so I could put the ceiling up, and I have all of the insulation I need. So what I'm working on right now is getting my tractor around to move all this heavy stuff out and put it outside, clear this out, make room, because I'm heading towards finishing this up. Now, if there's any viewers out there that think I did not need a fork truck to move a double cast iron sink, you are insane. Plus, I had some 6x6s on there, and it's bolted to an old Singer sewing machine, also cast iron. So now the bathtub, that's an interesting story. So let me tell that. So the bathtub, I still needed a fork truck to move it, not because it's heavy, but because it's awkward. So, but anyway, I'm sitting it outside. So that particular bathtub is fiberglass. It's a modern, not old. Originally, I had contacted somebody who had a cast iron old clawfoot bathtub. And it was on some painted cradles, and so it was a little lower to the ground. But I didn't have anywhere to store such a thing that had artwork on it. So I didn't buy it, and I regret that because it was half the price of a brand new one. But I was over at Habitat Humanity, and we ran into that bathtub there, and it was listed like $50. And a $50 bathtub is a no-brainer. So I bought that there, $50 bathtub. Let me rotate. And it's in perfect shape. It was probably $50 because it's missing the little pieces for it, for the drain and the pipe. The plumbing was missing for it, the fixtures. But for me, inside of a shipping container, one, I won't do anything with that. But if I wanted to keep this bathtub, I'd just put a little brass control on that. It would look really cool. And you know, this I will have this for years, if not till the end of my life. But if I ever needed to, I would definitely give that guy a call who had that one bathtub. It's the kind of thing that, most people aren't going to buy because you can't get a cast iron bathtub on a second floor, for example. But in a shipping container, the plywood here is 1 inch thick tropical plywood. I could put 80,000 pounds on this floor. So, there's the benefit of a shipping container home. But let me continue to empty this out so that I have room for drywall and my drywall lift. It takes a lot of room. Additionally, I might take these mirrors off. I have not broken them yet, but every time I do drywall work, I bang those really hard. So, I might take those off and put those in storage too. Well, this here personal journal, I'm drywalling today, but let me tell you, everything's one step forward, 2 steps back. Let me rotate. So I noticed my tractor was tearing up the ground, which seemed to indicate the differential lock was stuck on. So indeed it was. And so looky here, I had to go find myself a 7/8 that would fit down on the differential lock. For those of you who've had that problem, that's supposed to spin around when you stomp on it, and then it it'll go up or go down. So but I think I fixed that. But then when I'm looking at the differential lock over there, I go to inspect my other truck here. Oh, mercy me. It's just a rainy day, man. Well, I think the cold's trying to catch me. That's what's going on here. The cold is trying to catch me. Flattens the tire, cripples my tractor. I tell you, that's a please, Mr. White Christmas, please, Mr. Snow. Ba-ba-ba-da. That guy, scary feller. All right, I fixed the one. The tractors might be fixed. Let me get this set up, buttoned up in here, and then I'll change a tire. Changing a tire. I don't nearly have enough practice changing a tire in life. Let me do that. Captain's log. I forgot to mention I have to turn off the OneDrive sync, or else all these videos also sync to OneDrive at the same time, and they take 10 hours to upload. So I'm a busy man. Am I crying? Is there a tear? I think there's a tear right there. You all see that tear? I see it. By the way, as I do drywall in here, it's hand-cut timbers and exposed post. And sometimes I'm using full logs, which means I end up with weirdness. Let me look at one of the little weirdnesses here. Looky there. So there's a hand-cut beam, right, a log. There's dimensional timber, but I've got this weird corner. See this weird corner? So folks might point out things like that, but let me tell you, show you what my solution is. It's very elegant and it'll look awesome. Look at this architectural salvage that came from a fire, right? What I'll do is I'll run that through a bandsaw and I'll get it dimensionally right to go in that corner. And then I'll go ahead and notch it so that it's a good fit into that corner. And let me tell you, that thing is mighty pretty. Go ahead and take a look at it real close. So it'll be just some a little bit of architectural florals like that throughout this entire design, and that'll cover up that hole and make that airtight, right? So and I don't know if I'll use adhesive on there, if I'll put screws on there or whatever, but it's not part of the right. It's not part of the timbering system. The metal around here is what's the support. And the timber here is to transfer load through the metal. When I pour a concrete roof on top of here, I don't get this, I don't get the roof collapsing. So that's what all that is about. Let me go ahead and keep working on the drywall in there for you. All right, I fed them, trained the horses, I fixed the tractor. I have not fixed the flat tire yet. Clean this out so I can lay down a sheetrock in there. Let me set up the finger pincher 4000. Let me tell you, it does good work, but it's got an attitude. It's a tude. It's got a tude. All right. I've set this up a half dozen times, and every time it pinches me a new way. Every time I learn something new. When there's posts and wobbles and pins and this is and that is, I don't know. Mother Nature, the forces that be, they make sure you get hurt at least once. All right. The law of entropy, right? Nothing just happens. Everything has an attitude. And then they've got all kinds of locks and things on here. I don't need any of those. Storage lock. Every safety device they have on here hurts me. Literally. All right. Let me show you. But it's needful. If I push this around, but it was locked. So now I need to find a spot where it stays. How about that? But without it, I won't be able to do nothing. I mentioned earlier in the video that I'm going to break a mirror. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. Pull this away from these mirrors while I put that on. How about that? Maybe. All right. There we go. That seems fair to Midland. Another safety device, holding it up there would have whacked me on the head. Don't need all that. So, step one, got that together, the Finger Pincher 4000. Seriously though, in a compliment to the thing, I could not do this as a one-man build without a drywall lift. So let me rotate. I've featured this several times. It's a Harbor Freight model. It's got good articulation. I could set things up. I could pull that pin out of there and set it whatever I need to. But ultimately, I'm going to be stuffing insulation in here. And then I'm going to be putting up drywall in each spot. And then wherever there's power, I'll write the word light and then get in there and cut it out for kin light. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm hoping to get 4 done tonight. We'll see. Well, the evening snuck up on me, what with that flat tire and horse training and broken tractor and all. But I got insulation in. Truth be told, I hate insulation. I got a little tiny mental barrier to get over doing that. You know, being scratchy, I love it. And then being scratchy off grid where I just packed up my field shower and I can't even rinse off. Oh man, I so want to get into that. Let me rotate. Looky there. Disposable coveralls. Fancy style. Well, I can't be mad about that. XXL, fat boy. That'll be good. And looky here, I set me up a new bathtub, right? Right there. Right there. So once I'm done, because 32 degree weather is rolling in, I'm going to throw away that coverall. I'm going to boil me some water. I'm going to wash my little face. Wash my hands. Man, I hate insulation. Don't want to. I should hire it done. But here's the deal. The way I work, I do a room at a time. The guy would charge me more to drive out here. And I don't know if I like people enough to have somebody driving out here and visiting with me. Maybe. All right, let's man up and do this. All right, all suited up. So I turned on stop motion on my stop motion camera, mostly so you can't see me cry while I do this installation. So yeah. So the other day I was playing with my grandson on a swing set, and a swing came back and really clocked him. It was one of those pops that was really solid. And there was a long pause, and I looked at him. I said, "You gonna cry?" He says, "I'm not a baby." He's 3 and uses pull-ups at night still. And if he don't cry, I don't know why I'm crying. But let me get my big boy pull-ups on and not cry and just get this job done. It is far easier than I make it out to be, but it is what for. Let me rotate, show you one quick thing. So not only will I be cutting up the insulation and install it, but when you do that, you have what's called these insulation supports. I've got 16-inch, and I've also got 2 footers in there. And those will hold up insulation, of the mineral wool insulation. Notice it's not batted. There's no paper on either side. It's hydroscopic, meaning it doesn't, you can't put, if I poured water on there, it would just be right off. Let me show you that. I'm going to pause. We'll do that experiment. So how is it hygroscopic? So go ahead and watch that. Pouring a little water on it. See that? It just beads up and runs off. So even here on the side, it's dry-ish. So now if that was fiberglass will get wet, right? And it's spray foam, if it's not closed cell, will also absorb moisture. In fact, spray foam's pretty bad in areas prone to flooding. Now, I doubt I'm 2 foot up off the ground. I'm pretty far from a 500-year flood. But that was another win for the mineral wool. So I spend a little bit extra money, and I'm after a 1,000-year house. And that is made of spun stone. And stone will last 1,000 years. So that's my goal there. Hydroscopic is another benefit of this particular insulation. So the container may or may not sweat, but if it sweats or I get moisture in here, I know that this insulation will shoo that kind of stuff away. So without further ado, I'm going to go on the stop motion for the rest of this while I stick that all up in there. There's not much for me to say. It's just a matter of doing, and we all heard me cry, and I don't know. I'm not a baby no more. 3-year-old doing better than me. But hey, getting hit in the face with a swing is way different than working with insulation. I don't care what he says. All right, so I got a lot done, but not everything I wanted to get done. I had obstacles today. I did. So I noticed in the video that I had forgotten my respirator. That's a huge no-no. But I can't find them right now. So I'm going to have to dig some up before I keep doing insulation. But I'm far enough along. I'm going to let this settle out. I'm far enough along with the... you can see I was getting tired, This is nice and tight and just looks great, and that's okay. And this is, oh my God, let me finish up, please. But the nice thing about the mineral wool is it does drop off the particles super fast. I mean, there in the light, you can see there's no, no residual. But still, standing under, it's a pain in the neck. When I hang drywall, there'll be a little bit, but I will try to get the drywall tonight. While I have that, because then I'm going to be gone for a couple, 3 days. And so I'll try to get there. And then right here is a transition from a high ceiling to a low ceiling. So I have to do some furring in there. And at the end, I have to cut an arc. So that's why I stopped there. But I'm going to try to get all of the ceiling done. And if I'm feeling fine after that, I may get this bathroom wall done. I'll take down that. I doubt that. Yeah, but maybe. Anyway, this is more than enough for one video, so I'll mix this one up. I'm going to make a little dinner right now and hopefully upload these videos while they do that and put these up while I'm traveling and then come back and finish up. But I hope to have all the drywall in the bathroom. We'll find out. Oh, like, subscribe, and follow me along. I always forget that. Do you forget that? Come on, everybody says that all the time. But do, please. I really enjoy the company. Thank you. Bye.